You guys, we are heading into the finale of The Bachelor, and what else could we do but bring back Bachelor Secrets Revealed, Volume 2.
Dose.
We are thrilled to have with us Ashley, I, and Jared from The Bachelor.
Welcome back.
And of course, Andy Signor. You guys, so much to discuss, so much to say. Do you already have your thoughts on who the final two will be? Because as of this week, I thought I knew. I thought for sure it would be Rachel and Vanessa, with Vanessa winning. No. And then they announced that Rachel was going to be the Bachelorette. So now I'm thinking it's Raven and Vanessa.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's Raven and Vanessa, totally.
Why would they ever have a finale where you already knew the outcome?
But
it's such a bummer.
But here's the thing that we were talking about yesterday. Like, this whole season's kind of been edited to make you think that Nick might not pick anybody. So wouldn't it be interesting if Raven goes home this week and it's down to Rachel and Vanessa, and you're like, wait, does he actually not pick anybody?
Well, I was wondering, or is this all a trick and Rachel really isn't the Bachelorette, and it's a whole conspiracy theory to throw us off?
That
would be the most dramatic
ever.
I know, but would they do that with this particular pick, with like everything behind it?
It'd be pretty mean.
Oh man,
it'd be like,
it would be like the Oscars.
Yeah, giving
the opposite of the Oscars. Like Moonlight winning, and then they're like, actually, nope, La La Land. Sorry, get off.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all agree Vanessa's winning this thing.
I mean, that's our best guess.
That's our best guess.
I'm going with Raven.
Really?
I think Vanessa seems too smart for Nick.
Okay. Yes.
Seems too smart.
She's getting gaslighted so brilliantly by the producers. Would she really give up? Because obviously she's going to have to move to LA to like be part of his life. She's going to not be a special education teacher. She's going to give up those 15
Hey, we need special education teachers in LA.
I know, exactly. Why is that a thing? She can do what she does.
Dinners that you would have on Sunday, like her parents, her whole life.
They're definitely making her look like family and her job are the two most important things.
Yes.
So obviously her moving to LA would be like such a different world that it does seem almost impossible to think of.
The job thing she can get anywhere. It's really the family.
But would Nick move to Canada?
No way.
No way.
And that's why they will only last 5 months.
Now, Sasha, we're both super fans, but I want to explain, because there's a lot of Screen Junkies fans that aren't. This was very popular when you guys came back, and we have so many more questions that we're burning. So let's keep talking about the show, but we are going to get to some burning questions, and I want to throw one in.
Please.
Because there's one question when I watch The Bachelor that always feels the sort of the forcest from a production standpoint. The "can I steal you for a sec" moment, where they literally always, The Bachelor's sitting on a couch. For those of you who don't know, you're like far into The Bachelor, you should join because it's really fun.
It's the best on television.
They sit there and they're interrupted by the 30 women that are there. Can I steal you for a sec? And they edit it really cleverly because it constantly feels like it's every 10 seconds someone's stealing and then the girls get upset. It feels like The Bachelor always has to say yes. Can you confirm or deny if that feels like that's true or not?
No, he doesn't have to always say yes.
So he can say no.
Yeah, this is all
totally say
he can
no.
just be like he did it first week with Jasmine. I don't know if you remember, but Jasmine was like, "Hey, can I steal you for a second?" And he was like, "Actually, she asked first. Like, I feel rude." And so it was an awkward situation. It's just easier, I feel like, for The Bachelor to be like, "Okay, like, give me 2 minutes. I'll go talk to her, and then I'll come back." But no, they can do whatever they want.
If you were The Bachelor, wouldn't the slicker move be like, "Great, in 1 minute"? And then wrap up the conversation you're having? Wouldn't that be like a really slick move for a
It's
Bachelor?
less awkward though than being like bye and then just getting him walking over.
But I feel like you have to do it because it's more fun to force him to awkwardly have to say, "Sorry guys,
sorry, gotta go."
But you know what happens a lot of times, and they just don't show it, is like he'll be like, "Okay, like, yeah, I'll go talk to you. Just give me 1 minute," and then pretty much what you said, where because I can remember interrupting Ben in my season to go get Caitlyn, and he was like, "All right, just 1 second." And I was like, "Okay," and you just wait outside, and you're like, "All right, well, whenever he's done, I guess I'll just go talk to him."
If I were to ever do it again, I'd just come up and be like, "Hi, my turn."
Yeah, honestly, because you need to like really force yourself into it.
For a second, the steal thing is like getting tiresome.
Speaking of aggressive, we have to talk about Corinne.
Well, Corinne, who my friend actually is directing a lot of the episodes of this season, and the nickname behind the scene for her was the DFK, the Dwarf Face Killer.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Dwarf Face Killer.
Dwarf Face Killer. Dwarf,
like little. Dwarf
Is she
face.
tiny in person? I haven't met her yet.
No, I think it's because she looks like she came out of like a children's book with like adorable little dwarf queens.
Okay, I can see that.
So the Dwarf Face Killer, he will not confirm this. She stayed on as long as she did because she made great TV. Not because she was ever going to win.
We can't confirm or deny.
And I don't know.
As a fan, did you think she would be gone? Because I did not pick her in my top 4 bracket.
Well,
I had Danielle M in my top 4 bracket.
I would say
Danielle M was the most boring girl to ever grace the Bachelor screen.
Totally.
She's probably a sweetie, but yeah, she's super boring.
It was like somebody took NyQuil and then gave her Ludes. And then
Oh my God, that was exactly what it was.
But Nick's exit with Corinne felt very like he didn't care.
And she was laughing.
Right, like
Yeah.
usually at that moment in the show,
She
you're
was
supposed
laughing.
to be
She
like
was crying,
very emotional.
laughing. Yeah.
But aren't you supposed to be? If you actually cared, you'd be very emotional to leave, and instead it was like,
I think she really
you're
liked
good.
him.
But I don't think he did.
Yeah, I think he wasn't as like.
I think she was embarrassed. I think she was humiliated that she got kicked off because her ego was so wrapped up in it.
And I also think that Nick, honestly, like I think up to this point, Nick has felt bad for people that went home. I don't think he ever felt bad for Corinne because he knew exactly what was going to happen after the show. He's not doing anything fake, but he's just been through it so many times.
He
Like
knows how to make good
exactly,
TV.
I'm sure why he's in the moment. He's like, well, she's probably going to look like this, and she's probably going to look like that. Like he's not. I'm not saying he's faking anything. What I'm saying is he's probably self-aware at this point. He's done it 4 times.
Yes. You
guys-
and my
He knows
point
the
is,
game.
when Corinne was leaving, he was like, "You're going to be fine." You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just
You're
my
gonna
perspective.
make like at least $500,000 from Instagram.
Honestly, like, because up to this point, like he has, like when he sent Danielle home, he cried, and when other girls have gone home, like you could see that he just, when he sent Christina home, like he was sobbing, and it's like, oh my God, that's terrible. But you're right, when Corinne went home, he's like, hey, it's not your fault, you did a great job. Like he was definitely less. He didn't cry.
That's embarrassing, though,
You
to
brought
have to
up
put
an
get him to
Instagram
apologize.
thing? Yeah. I am so fascinated by this because I feel like so many people are doing like the diet tea. Are there Instagram people that come to you and you're like, I am not selling that thing?
Yes.
What?
The tea was one of the ones that I almost didn't
Don't
do.
say what it
That
is,
was
though.
what I almost didn't do. I don't know what brand of tea.
Good. I don't plug them is all I'm saying.
Yeah, and then I didn't re-sign with that one. But I will never ever do the teeth whitening.
Did you do it and it hurt?
No, I've never done it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just will not hold that thing in my mouth or go like this and post an Instagram of it. Yeah.
I've done one, the Smiles Direct
Yeah,
one.
but that wasn't a light in
Getting
your
a real
mouth.
honest skinny here.
Oh yeah, but you know what? Like, because I used to not do it as well, because I was like, I don't want to be that guy posting things on social media. And then actually Tanner, is shameless about it, and he's so like self-aware. He's like, I don't care, like I'll do everything. And then I was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm getting offered to get like what?
No, there's like somebody. He's like weird and touchy about that. He's weird and touchy about the ads.
Me?
Yeah. He
Oh
won't-
no,
he
I'm just
only
like.
he totally won't sell himself out completely, and I'm like, can you please sell yourself with me?
Oh yeah, well like
Together,
yeah, that's like a business idea.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
no, I totally agree
That's
with that.
worth more, correct?
Yeah, that's
then,
double the
like-
price.
Yeah, I just felt like I was like, am I going to be really the guy that turns down getting paid to post things? Like, no.
Do you have
like,
a
I'm
rep
not-
that helps you now do this? I'm interested because it's, or are you able to do it yourself?
No, we have a dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a guy.
You have a guy.
There's a guy. We got a
You get a
guy.
lot of
got a
offers.
guy.
That's why you
got
need
a
a guy
guy.
to organize and broker the deal.
Yeah.
Well, and here's another thing that I always wonder. Calorically, what would you say like
Caloric.
on
Wow.
a day of shooting, what percentage of your calories was food? What percentage was alcohol? And what was the total calorie count?
Can I tell you this?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I ate at least 4,000 calories in food each day. That would be like twice the amount I should. And then probably like 500-600 in alcohol.
Was it like stress eating? You're like, I have to eat my feelings because this is so intense.
you don't have anything else
It's
to do but
boring.
eat.
It's boring eating.
Well, plus, like,
As
why
the Grinch
not
once famously
eat?
said, yeah, by just eating because I'm bored, like
Yeah.
that's exactly what happens on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys can only talk about who you're dating
Yeah.
because there's nothing else that you guys have in common
Yeah.
and eat food and drink.
Yeah, it's a social thing. So when you're sitting around the couch just talking because that's all you're able to do, you're just eating chips and dip all day long.
And
Or
plus,
sleeping.
You're
you
really
could be sleeping.
correct.
Yeah, you could be napping.
You can nap, but like you have like the hour and a half nap period each day if you're not.
Is there a place in the house you know the cameras can't record you? There are, right?
In the bathroom.
There's only so many cameras. You know where they all are.
in the bathroom?
Yeah.
They
still
it
put one
doesn't
in
mean
there,
they
though,
can't
right?
pick up your audio in
No,
there.
they
If
can
you're in there
never-
mic'd, they can.
I
Yeah,
would
you can
not
pick your audio,
poop
but-
the entire time I was there. I literally would just like not poop.
Honestly, that was our fear as well.
we can talk about.
But that was
Did
honestly.
you not poop the entire time, Ashley?
No, actually, my mom was so weird. She one time went to camp for a week and she didn't poop the entire week. I don't know how she did it because she was too scared.
Totally.
And she wasn't even mic'd up or on camera. But anyway, that's a side note. So in Paradise,
your mom's gonna be very happy you told
in
that story.
Paradise, like all the bathrooms have like curtains. There's not actual
Yeah.
doors.
Yeah.
It's not
Paradise is way
silent.
worse.
It's ridiculous. So there is one bathroom and only one bathroom that I'll poop in.
Whoa.
And it's the most private one.
Also, the
Good
audio
girl.
guys, like I remember when like we were thinking the same thing. Like, wow, they're like, I'm mic'd up and I'm going to the bathroom, and they were like, listen, we shut your mic off when you're in the bathroom. Like nobody wants to hear that. Okay.
One weird guy.
Exactly, that one weird guy just listening.
They do not take the effort to be like, oh, Jared, just
Well, they probably just
close
take the
bathroom
headphones out.
door. We're
Or maybe
going
like,
to-
yeah, they're not going to listen to you poop.
Yeah, but see, that's when I'd say the most, important things.
Sometimes they do. Like I
Could you
remember,
imagine if
I
they
remember
started
talking to yourself.
including
Oh, yeah.
poop
I
sounds?
love Nick so much. Just the whole thing.
I remember times like going into because we have like a big bathroom upstairs, and like if there was guys in there, yeah, you just kind of like you have a few minutes to like really just like let loose and like talk
Whoa.
You don't like
While
say
you're
names.
while you're taking a dump.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, all right, what's going on? Exactly, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys already brought up Paradise. If you were
That is
casting,
the worst resort, though, right? That looks
No,
like a really
I want to go there
crappy
so
resort.
badly.
Paradise? Yeah,
it
is it
looks
nice?
awesome.
No, it's pretty beautiful.
It is?
It's just, yeah.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but like it's nice to stay the day, not to sleep at night in the sweaty sheets that have
There's
been
no
changed
AC.
for 2 weeks.
Ew.
And then the
Oh, and it's somebody else's
bathrooms
sweat?
that everybody's like diarrheaing in.
Yeah, the bathrooms aren't the
Does the
greatest.
crew go in the same bathroom you guys go in?
Yeah. Some, yeah,
at
of
least.
course.
Oh, like the producers.
So
and
Chad's
stuff, but I never-
diarrhea is all over the toilet.
Oh my God, because
It
I
takes
love
a
the
while
Chad
to
there.
adjust to the Mexican water and food.
Oh yeah, because the first couple of days, yeah, I mean, you guys
You're
probably
sick the
traveled
whole time.
abroad, like
You're not supposed to drink the water.
You just adjust.
We don't drink the water.
But it's in
We
everything.
actually have to brush our teeth with water bottles, but
Wait, this was so not. This, I love the Chad Bear though, so now I'm off on a Chad Bear tangent. But if you were going to cast this next season of Bachelor in Paradise, Corinne, obviously,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
she's coming
Yeah.
in
She's
first
in,
day.
right?
But
Alexis.
who
Gonna beat
else?
us.
Oh, Alexis is
Shark Dolphin Girl,
the
obviously.
bomb.
we met
Yeah,
her
she's
today
awesome.
for the first time.
Nicholas, yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
she
remember her
seems,
name.
Alexis.
Shark Dolphin, but she seems so obviously like, listen, Nick and I were bros. I didn't care if I was gonna win.
She
I just
literally
wanted
told
to
us this
hang.
morning.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was like, I just didn't like him. She was like, he was really nice, like he was a good friend, but like I didn't like him.
That
like
was so clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So clear. But
What
okay,
about who's
who else?
the Russian girl?
Christina.
Christina.
She'll definitely be there.
Right?
Absolutely.
She
Yeah.
seemed like
Should
she
be
actually was a
Paradise?
good. Well, I thought she was gonna make it further. That was one that actually
I
surprised me.
think
Same.
if Corinne didn't stay around, she would have been further. Yeah.
But I also think Nick liked Corinne. Like to kind of go back to that question, I really do. Like every time they were
liked
together,
her boobs.
He had.
liked her
Well,
hanging
I think
around the
also,
bouncy
I think
castle.
listen, Nick likes to have fun, and like he had fun with Corinne. And I honestly, I think he got to a point where he's like, okay, am I gonna marry this girl? No, so I need to let her go. But up until that point, I don't think he let go of anybody that he had a lesser connection with than Corinne. Like, do you think he had a more?
He was so much more emotional with Christine leaving than Corinne.
Yeah.
I totally agree. So I guess that.
you just got time.
Way more.
Well,
know,
but
yeah, it's
talking
true.
about letting people go, what would you have done if Liz had shown up and you were the Bachelor and you're like, I totally already had sex with you and now you're here and
Yeah,
that's
good
weird.
question.
You know, it's tough. I would have handled it very similar to Nick, where you just kind of like question, well, why are you here? Why didn't you reach out to me? Why didn't it work out prior? And so on and so forth. The only thing I didn't like about with that situation is that Liz is best friends with Jade.
Yeah.
And so like it was such a gray area there because you obviously like Nick needs to Nick needs to defend himself against Liz in case, you know, like because she's like bringing up that they've had sex and it was a one night stand and that doesn't make Nick look good. But at the same time, like he doesn't want to throw her under the bus because it's Jade's friend. So that's a
thought he
hard
actually
thing to handle.
navigated it really well.
I think he did it really well.
Because it seemed like she came in to sort of throw shade at him, and
Yeah.
it really was clear that she was kind of being a jerk to him. But then because he was upfront about it all and wasn't hiding anything, it ended up making her look really
bad
awful.
because she was the one who said no to the number and
Yeah.
and so it
Yeah.
just really didn't look good
It
for
was
her.
clear she just wanted to be on TV, but the real truth of the matter is we all do.
All right, Ashley,
Yeah.
have you had sex yet?
No.
Come on, girl. Ashley, here's the thing. Listen, I didn't have sex until I was 22.
That's
So
not that bad.
I can tell you, I waited.
yeah.
We love to ask,
that's
the other
not that
question.
long.
Is she similar to Raven?
Yeah, I know.
We
yeah.
definitely have to talk about that. But why
I'm
are
not
you not having
publicizing
sex?
those details.
Why are you not having sex? And Jared, like, as a mercy thing.
I know, right?
Oh my God, please.
You guys are best friends.
Listen.
You have a great story to tell. Just do it.
Ashley and myself have such a complicated past.
No,
that it should
they're,
be
they're more valuable if they don't have sex, Sasha.
exactly like
Yeah.
it's just well also like
Where on the black market? Let the woman
Exactly.
have
No, that
sex.
didn't
You know how many
It's-
people have told me, like, if you want to go put it on eBay, like, you could probably make 2 million. And I'm like, the memory that I would make from that would be, like, you know, suicidal. So
What if
I'd
Chad
rather
bought
Here's
it
a
for
tip.
$3
If
million?
you do it and put it in a vault, don't release it until you're really desperate.
exactly yeah.
That's an Instagram sell.
Yes.
Big time.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious though. Why? Because I know the feeling. I know like this has to be special. I have to wait for the right person. But the truth is it's just sex.
I know, and it's kind of funny because guys, even though you'll say that, guys don't believe you. Like they're just like, no, I'd like not to have this responsibility. It's really a guy's problem.
Well, I think also Ashley has
could
to
see that.
No,
I know,
no.
I feel,
He's like, oh, Ashley has the fantasy. I'm like, no, you don't. You're not in my brain. I'm like, I just.
well, you do have the fantasy, yes. I
Okay,
do.
yeah, but like the funny thing is just usually the guys I like don't like me back. So that's where it all branches from.
Sure.
I think that's well, we've talked many times about this on your podcast, but yeah, I think Ashley also has like blinders on. Like Ashley has a mindset of like, huh?
So does he.
We're not talking about me.
We'll get there in a second.
But Ashley has blinders on. It's not a bad thing, but Ashley has the mindset of like, I don't like anybody, and so when she goes out in public, she immediately just doesn't even look around or doesn't even find anybody attractive because she has the wrong mindset.
No, that's not the case. If I saw a hot guy that was so my type, I'd be like, oh my god, that guy is so
but
hot.
what I'm saying
She
is
did that to you the whole season.
I know.
What I'm saying is there are more attractive people out there. So if you just kind of like open your mind and open your eyes a little bit, I think you'll start liking people more.
I'm not actually blind.
Yeah, but you always say like anytime you go on a date, anytime you go out, you're like, I don't like him. I already don't like him. I don't want to do this. Like I'm not gonna like anybody. I've only liked 3 people in my history.
I literally have only like in my adulthood, my real like post grad adulthood, have liked him, Wells, and then this one other guy, and like that's fine. And
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but if you want to like more guys, you have to be willing to
don't necessarily want to like more guys. I just want to like one guy for the rest of my life.
Well, there's the pressure. That's the thing.
Exactly. In order to get there, you need to start opening yourself up.
And here's the other thing.
Preaches, but doesn't take his own.
No, but here's the thing. Once you do find the one guy, once you find the guy that you end up spending the rest of your life with, trust me, you're going to be like, I wish I had sex with everyone, because you're only stuck with the one sex.
Well, it's okay, because none of the ones that I like ever want to have sex with me. That's the problem.
Jared, just bang her. I'll give you money.
He really doesn't want to.
Instagram, give a condom. Instagram, this is it. We need a condom and a lubricant.
At this point, she's built it up too much.
Sponsor their sex.
No, this is he's got something in his head.
What is in your head? Okay, we've grilled her. Yours.
Damn.
What's your crazy, Jared? Why are you not? Well,
he's too nice.
I'm assuming.
I don't know about. I'm not too nice.
Why haven't you found the person?
Nice.
I mean, I think there's a lot of different factors to that. It's hard to really narrow it down. You got 4 hours.
He doesn't like it when girls
relationship?
like him back. He doesn't like them.
Yeah,
Like,
it
I
can be
don't,
more difficult.
and I don't like it when guys like me back, which
I think
is
that's
basically
valid
the
to a
thing.
certain point. Yeah, sure.
I don't like guys who like me, and he doesn't like girls who
So
like
when
him.
you finally have sex with another guy, he's going to finally come back.
Thank God. And then you're going to be together forever.
I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I think there's no.
This is it.
No.
You did it to make her have sex with somebody.
Get her to have sex with him.
Bitch, get in here.
No.
You want sex with Ashley, and then Jared and Ashley can be together forever. This is
so funny.
Since we're talking about sex, I gotta ask Jared, if someone like Raven said, I've never had an orgasm before on TV and a date like that, how would you have handled it?
I mean, you've got to be an adult and just kind of like respect that. And then, I mean, that's all you got to do is just, I mean, sex isn't a taboo like we've been talking about.
But that's a weird thing to bring. That was clearly a producer.
Totally,
For those who didn't see it, Raven.
That was the most produced thing I've ever seen since
I've never had an orgasm before.
And she did like wait, and she waited till like the last second right before the laugh. Where like, by the way,
totally a producer had. That was very unreal to me.
What I want to know is, okay, so obviously I revealed the whole virginity thing in auditions because I was like, this is going to set me apart. It's really weird. And it's unique. It's not weird. And then, of course, they brought it up once we got there. Becca never revealed it until she was talking to me. So I was talking about it, you know, because I totally wanted to talk about it. And then she said, me too. And then they were like, Becca comes to the interview. Oh my God, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me.
That's incredible.
You may have to cut that out.
No, you're fine. Well, here's my question. Do you think that she was saying she has never had an orgasm ever?
Well,
or she's never had an orgasm with another person?
I think it's with a guy.
I think it's with a guy.
Well, because she clearly knew
that
what an
makes me a
orgasm
little
was. If she
less
talks
sad.
about it, right?
Yeah, well, everybody knows, like, you
That's
know,
such a weird
what
thing to
it
bring
is.
up.
Maybe she's gonna get in the fantasy suite.
Wouldn't you phrase it? He never gave me an orgasm. Then I've never had an orgasm.
Yes.
So,
but yeah, how did she
Good
phrase
question.
it?
Semantics. She said, I've never had an orgasm.
She said, "I've had one."
Yeah, and then she said, I was with this guy. She's only been with one other person. I like Raven so much. The truth is that if Nick were smart, he would end up with Raven because they would actually be together forever. Vanessa, I think, is getting gaslighted and will end up breaking up with him. With the fantasy suites. Okay. I mean, I just feel like at that point, poor Nick is so horned up. Like, he just wants to, like, get it on.
He's clearly going to have sex with them all, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to do it with Rachel.
Well, because I also think Nick's been through this situation before, and, like, I don't think Nick would want to explain to the woman that he picks that, like, well, I also slept with this other girl.
Yeah.
Vanessa already knows that he asked all of the dads whether or not he could propose.
No, I agree.
So much different than.
I would agree I would argue that sex is worse.
Oh, it's way worse. I want you to put yourself in this position. You are married or engaged to a guy who the week of your proposal slept with 2 other women.
Oh, I'd kill him.
You would be like, you had to have known, dude. You knew you were going to pick me, and you still went ahead and did that.
And think about Nick with the whole Andy and Josh thing, how he like kind of called her out on the after final rose. And like, so he knows that was a mistake, and he realized like, shit, I kind of like hurt the relationship by publicly announcing that I slept together. So like, I don't want that mess. Now, having said that, if he's truly torn between Vanessa and Raven, then he might have to sleep with them both, because like, I know that sounds like, oh, he might have to take one for the team.
He has to sleep with
you know what I mean?
both of them.
But he's not fully investing himself into the process if he doesn't. If he truly doesn't know who he's going to pick and he really needs to figure this out.
Can you just have that conversation before you sleep together? Like, look, I don't know yet, but I just want to put all my cards on the table. If we have good sex, it might change my mind.
No, but like there is
pressure.
No, but there is a thing about I'm a firm believer in intimacy and like having
it's part of the deal,
a physical
right?
connection. And so the only way you find that out is to actually do it.
I wrote about that in my Cosmo article just like hours before this. I was like, I hope he doesn't do all 3, but I can see if he needs to do 2 of them.
He needs to do 2 of them.
It's true though.
Why aren't you guys watching The Bachelor? I mean,
This is great. You kidding me?
You need to be. But I guess, like, let's say you do have sex. But now I'm thinking, like, what if it only gets to like 3rd base? Then do you know you're going
That's
home?
my thing. Oh no. I was thinking like, can you just go to 3rd base? Do you know enough at that point? Because like from my experience, I think I would know.
No, girl, you need to go to home plate
Yeah.
to know it all. I am getting you to home plate.
You need to go to at least
over.
3rd base.
I think
3rd though.
But would you be concerned, like, if you only made
That's
out?
an interesting point. If you ate the 3rd base with all the girls, I feel like you could still say, I didn't.
Oh yeah, that's way better.
I think it is way better.
It is way better.
actually.
It's better.
You can say that I didn't have sex with them.
Yeah.
That's
Your
a big
wife
statement.
tells you she blew 3 other guys the week before you got
I think it's way
She
better.
doesn't have to say she blew 3 other guys.
Hopefully she doesn't say it that way.
All she has to say is I didn't have sex with them.
Honey, give me a kiss. Does this taste like anything?
No, it's
Does this taste like Ben's balls? Because
Okay, I have to ask you guys this. Ben and Lauren called them. By the way, I have won my Bachelor bracket the last 2 seasons in a row, and right now I am in 1st place, and I am really gunning for that #1 spot again.
who'd you pick?
Vanessa. Oh, it's
Yeah.
Vanessa. It's so
Yeah.
obviously Vanessa, but I thought it would be Rachel and Vanessa to the final 2.
Okay.
But Ben and Lauren seem to be so perfect for each other. I thought they would be together forever. And now it feels like Lauren is sort of going Hollywood and Ben really just wants a wife. And I'm getting concerned.
Well, I think, I want to say, listen, Ben and Lauren are very happily together right now. And I mean, I don't know what's going on, but like any rumor that they're having troubles or problems is exactly that, a rumor. And the only people that know are Ben and Lauren. And Ben's a great man and Lauren's a great
Love
person.
him. I
Ben's
want them
amazing.
to be so happy.
And so whatever they're going through is probably, if they're going through anything, I don't even know, but it's probably very normal, just like any other relationship. Every relationship has its up and downs.
I say he should be a PR guy.
Yeah, because I'm like,
is he
Ashley has
not
a total
PR guy.
Ashley had such a reaction when I asked.
Let's hear
I was like,
yours.
No, I think I would just say it's probably a private issue and we'll let them go through it themselves.
If it is even an issue.
Okay, other question. So during the Women's March, there was a picture of Nick standing in the middle of the Women's March in LA, and I was like, it looks like he got lost. Like he went up for coffee and like walked out, and he was like, chicks, tons of chicks. Did he go to the Women's March, or did he like come down from his apartment to get coffee?
Came down from his apartment because he lives in downtown LA.
That makes me so happy.
I mean, this is just my guess. This is my guess. But
I was like, he filed
He's
it.
not
I don't know.
where he shouldn't admit that.
No, I went to the Women's March. I support
You went to the Women's March.
he did tweet that he thought it was a very special day for women. That he
Smart
obviously
move.
loves women.
Obviously. Oh man.
Obviously.
I love women. I just had to dump 29 of them, but I love them.
That's actually, one of the things that I've admired so much about him this season is that I genuinely feel like he is having a hard time with it. He has been in the position more than once. And I think he genuinely has empathy, which I love.
Absolutely.
And I think also like his whole arc has been so interesting because on Bachelor in Paradise, I totally fell in love with him as a human being. I was like, he's so sweet and he seems like such a great big brother figure. And I was thrilled when he was announced for The Bachelor. Will he be married to somebody from the show in 10 years?
No. They know him better, but I'm saying no. What do you guys think?
Man,
Give
that's,
her the tough questions. PR man.
I
No
will.
way. He's been on the show 4 times. The guy clearly.
But then you know what? That's
You know,
like,
you
that's so
guys,
tough.
did you not feel the chemistry between him and Andy yesterday?
Yeah, it was pretty. Well, did they pay her to show up?
You think?
I mean, they had to, right? That's not enough exposure that you get it for free. Like, you have to pay Andy Dorfman to show up.
Oh, I don't know whether she was
I
paid.
have
She
zero idea.
She probably wasn't paid.
I have no idea.
But it's coincidental that she lives in New York City and the rose ceremony just happened to be placed in New York City.
Of course, obviously, yeah.
How pissed would you be if your finale was in Finland?
I couldn't.
cold.
I
It's
would
cold.
not do it. I would know it wasn't the man for me if he chose Finland, because I just don't look cute in the winter.
Well, I'm sure you look cute all the time.
I don't
girl.
look good in cold
Get
weather.
big puffy coats.
Please.
Yeah,
I'm sure-
exactly. You just
I like it.
layer up.
It's very anti-sexy though. Like I love the idea of
is.
the Northern Lights, but I feel
Can't
like
see his abs.
right?
Oh, well, he goes into like a hot tub next week. You didn't see that?
He's really into his turtlenecks, though.
Yeah, loves them.
That
Loves
was the
them.
best. Last night's episode, Raven looked like she was naked, and Nick looked like he was on the cover of like a 1970s folk album with this like tan turtleneck. I was like,
Loggins.
oh, I love Raven so much. I want them to be
She's
together.
a little dim, is the word.
I don't think she's dim. I think she's
that's just the
smart.
edit? You think she is?
No. I just think that she's
country.
Southern and
Yeah.
she's like just talks slow.
Yeah, I would
There was
agree.
just a moment where they had the scene. They're like, "What was your favorite part?" All of it. What was your favorite part? Like they just kept doing the boring repeating of there really was nothing to talk about moment.
But like they
Yeah,
said,
it's the
they're either
worst.
talking about it again or they're eating or
What do
drinking.
you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked it all. What did you think?
Yeah.
You're
I
gonna
like
do the
that.
dishes and I'll do the laundry.
Yeah.
The thing
cute.
that was funny to me is that she's like, I want an easy love. Like I want to just hang out with somebody that I really like. I
know.
And like that's easy. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's easy with a lot of people.
I think that's why I love Nick with Vanessa so much, is that I think it's a really deeper connection.
yeah.
And every time they talk, there's a lot more substance.
And they challenge
And
each
I think
other.
that's what I loved so much about Ben being the Bachelor, is that everybody that he was with, specifically like his final four, like there was a lot of substance there. And there was a lot of conversations that were just, there was very deep.
A lot of
And,
love.
yeah, a lot of love. Honestly, a lot of love.
Yeah.
And so that's why I love Nick and Vanessa so much, because I feel like
Right.
that's where it's at.
And I need to say something because I don't want to be making fun of Raven for saying that she wants an easy love, like somebody she could sit on the couch with, when I asked you what your favorite chicken nuggets were when these
Yeah.
are McDonald's on air.
But
like
that was, we were
deep.
eating and we were just kind of talking
What
and shooting
was
the
the
shit.
answer?
Oh, it's McDonald's.
Obviously,
Yeah,
and what dipping sauce?
See, this is my kind of girl.
I'm a sweet and sour.
Oh my God! See, now I'm in love with you. Do you
Yeah.
also dip your fries in it?
Gotta do
Yeah,
it.
it's
I just
Okay.
fell so much more deeply in love with you.
Yes.
You should hear him talk about Batman and Superman too.
Don't get me started.
More important than
Matt Reeves.
that,
Okay, I'm happy about Matt Reeves.
I want to know if the abs still exist on Jared.
No. What, you got in your mind?
I think that Ashley's like, no.
No, but both of us, like,
Where'd
we
they go?
definitely gained like 5 to 10 pounds over the past between paradises.
Oh, totally.
We showed up in Paradise, our first Paradise, like looking fine,
Yeah.
and then we like came back as the sophomores the next year.
And then I was like, yeah. I was
Will
like,
you be juniors?
No,
I feel like you should go and be like love consultants.
I think that would be really funny if they had us do something
Yeah.
like
You
that.
wouldn't do the season again.
I want to
No,
be
not
the
this
host
year.
of After Paradise. This is my goal in life.
Yeah.
They won't let me
I
do
think that'd
it.
be great.
but
Why?
I don't know.
Why don't you
It's
take
a
over for
Flex
Chris Harrison
decision.
too? Because Chris Harrison obviously does not want to be there.
Can you imagine
Where's
her
he
being
been?
In the world.
Wait, where has he been? He hasn't been in the past like 5 episodes.
Yeah.
He showed up last night for 2
He
seconds on the
shows up,
freezing
drops
cold
an
roof.
envelope,
Yeah.
and then is never in it again.
Yeah.
when you're ready?
Jared, what would you like to say?
I forget what I was going to say. No, Harrison was in the last episode.
You were
He
going to
was-
make fun of me being the host, like AKA Chris Harrison.
Yeah, well,
not
obviously.
the After Paradise host.
I think you'd be a great After Paradise
thanks.
host. The Harrison spot, a little shaky on. But I think Harrison was in this past episode, and he did something I've never seen. He walked each girl into the rose ceremony.
Oh no, he does that during the final four.
And they probably cut a lot of that for time too, potentially.
Say what?
They probably cut a lot of that for time too, depending how much juicy stuff.
And
they
there
got
was
to
only
do.
1 hour, which is completely unfair. Next
But we're
week,
getting 3 hours.
3 hours, which
Too much.
for me,
Yeah, I'm with you. It's
Yeah.
too
Way
much.
too
2 hours
much.
is plenty.
You guys don't even know what I have to do like with those 3 hours.
what do you have to do with those
I have
hours?
recaps galore. So many recaps that I have to do in that like 12-hour span of time.
Oh God, I'm
So-
so excited. It's 3 hours. Like,
Two of it's the women tell all, right?
Yeah, I hope it's 2 hours.
That
I
was
think the
me
women
as
tell
a
us 2
fan.
hours.
It was like when it was like back-to-back nights, 4 hours of The Bachelor next week. I was like, yes! And then now it's like, oh God,
it's all work.
Well, what do you think about Paradise? Because I felt like Paradise is kind of too much. That's 2 nights a
Oh
week.
no, Paradise should be 15 hours a week. What?
Paradise
It
is
should be like
basically
Big Brother All
Big
Access.
Brother, yes!
What's
What's
Big
all
Brother All
access? You
Access?
just
You
stream
stream
it
for
all.
7, you can stream
rent
whatever you
that. And it's on your computer, and you can check it on the
No.
minutes unedited.
going back to Paradise ever again if that happens.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Amazing, right?
Oh no,
That's
that's what I'm
terrible.
telling you.
So
Well, that's what it
amazing.
is at this point. Like that's what Big Brother or that's
show's
what
so
Bachelor
edited.
Paradise
Then
has
you
become.
could
Big Brother or Paradise?
Paradise, I feel like, is so edited.
But it's so smart because it's really it like actually knows what it is and it's tongue in cheek.
Yeah, totally, exactly. Paradise is tongue in cheek, which is why it's amazing. But if
Totally.
you had an all-day stream, you couldn't just say like, "Oh, that person's misrepresented." It's just like that's that person.
person.
That's awesome.
yeah, but I feel like
I'm like giddy over this. This is like my Superman, a live stream of The Bachelor.
Is it Matt Reeves for you?
It's Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves. Yes.
Jared, how sad are you going to be if Ben Affleck drops out?
He won't. Matt Reeves just signed on. I was concerned about Ben Affleck dropping out after he dropped out the director's chair, and then there was rumors that he was going to just drop out of Batman altogether. What I'm very concerned about is that what is the reason why Ben Affleck wants to drop out? Because is Justice League a mess? Has he seen Wonder Woman and he thinks that's a mess too, and he just knows that the ship is sinking and he wants to bail? That's what I'm concerned about, is why is he wanting to drop out?
You don't think that it's possible that the studio has too much control and the reason he wanted to walk away was he was like, I have a vision and you won't let me fulfill it?
I think that's why he dropped out of the director's chair, but why does he want to drop out of playing Batman altogether?
these are my
That's what
favorite
concerns me.
episodes because we lose all our Screen Junkies fans at the beginning and then we lose all our Bachelor fans.
No, sorry about that. Sorry.
Something that Bachelor fans will also appreciate. So when I saw that on Twitter that Ben was thinking about dropping out, he like just got off a flight. And I text him like the article and he's like, you know what, Ashley, you really just don't need this right now. I'm hungry, I'm tired, and I need to just go to bed and I do
wanna
not
really
need this.
guys
see
are already
Batman
married.
dropping out. But I do
That's
think
already marriage.
well, I think, but with
So true.
back to the important thing from my statement, I don't think Ben Affleck's dropping out now that Matt Reeves is signed on, because I feel like Ben Affleck will have faith that Matt Reeves will be able to, fulfill his vision.
Yeah.
Now that he said something he likes, don't you think they should have sex on a Bachelor season if they're going to do it?
No, there's no
B&B?
sex between Jared and
If they're gonna
Ashley.
finally do the deed. It's got to be in some sort of Bachelor
It
show.
has to be. Well, why can't you guys get an Ashley and Jared
No.
like happily ever after question mark?
No.
You can have a show.
Yes.
He's been staying with me for
Where's the
5 days.
exit?
He literally
Where's
wants
the
to
exit?
murder me
Oh,
right now.
God, I could
Okay.
just-
Murder is coming. I'm
So
dying in
we
my
know-
sleep.
I'm just trying to remember, like, it's beats paying $100 a night at a hotel, like just crashing on the
$100?
couch.
What hotel are you
It's better.
staying
Yeah,
in
what
Los
motel are
Angeles?
you staying at in the valley?
I don't know. It's $100. I don't know. That's what I was looking. That's what I saw online.
You gotta sell more Instagram ads, buddy, because $100 for a room is not enough. Okay, so we know that if Ashley could have dated anybody from Batch history, it would be Wells or you. Jared, same
From
question.
history?
Yes,
Yeah.
any of them.
You say Jade.
No. I mean, Caitlin. Yeah, totally.
Oh, you're so loyal to your thoughts. That is so great. That makes me so happy.
Thank you.
Okay, will they make Rachel fix her teeth before she's the Bachelorette?
No,
I
she doesn't have
hope
to.
that- Thank God, because I love her and I love that she
has
isn't
character.
Like, it does have character.
And that's who she is. And she's the Bachelorette, and that's who she is.
She seems nice. I
They
didn't get enough from her in the show.
No, I got nothing from her, which is why I think they announced it so early. Because they're trying to be like, this is our Bachelorette. Like, get behind her. Everybody loves her, right?
Love her.
They announced her that early because they needed more diverse casting.
That's what I thought.
I
That
think
was
it's
my
both.
theory. Yeah.
And but the other thing is it did kind of spoil everything. But they're so aware now that like the show is what it is. Do you guys watch Unreal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
How close?
No. Well, she's got to tell your opinion.
Okay. First off, they did replace Rachel's extensions, so she looks good right now. But secondly, Unreal. I came back from our first Paradise, and I watched Unreal, and I was like, "This is so unreal, so unreal." Then I came back from Paradise, our second season, and I was like, "Right on the money, right on the money." That's all I can say.
I'm telling you. Well, we love having you guys here. Thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with us. Where can the people find you?
On my podcast, the I Don't Get It podcast. It's on iTunes. It's about everything in life I don't get, mostly guys. And then on Instagram, of course, at Ashley_Iconetti.
You have a
Yeah.
whole section on Jared every episode?
No, I've been on the show a couple times. She just did one that I was on where she talks about a date that she went on Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
I know. It's actually quite entertaining. You should really listen to it.
All right. Jared, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Jared Haben and then Twitter Haben_Jared.
And of course, Andy Signor.
And you can find them on TV fights. We're doing Bachelor fights. What?
Oh my
It's
God.
getting, and Brooks is coming. And
Brooks is
your
coming.
sister's coming.
We are ready to
This
go.
is going to be an epic TV fights with a bunch of Bachelor, who's the best Bachelor, a bunch of good stuff you're not going to miss. So you can go find it on ScreenJunkies.com.
Can't wait. I'm Sasha Pearl Raver. You can find me at Sasha Pearl Raver on Instagram and Twitter. But we want to know, Do you guys love The Bachelor? Who do you think's taking home that final
And should they have
rose?
sex?
And is Ashley going to lose her virginity to Jared? Let's just say yes. Maybe if we get enough upvotes, it'll actually happen.
gonna go
You can click
hang
here for more
herself.
Screen
Yeah,
Junkies.
I'm
Make sure to
sorry.
like and subscribe. We'll see you again soon.